Hello dear students, welcome to this new virtual learning. Today we are going to do your next chapter from the book Vistas, chapter 2, The Tiger King. Tiger King, which is written by Ramaswamy Iyer Krishnamurthy, who was born on 9 September 1899 and died on 5 December 1954. Who is also known as pen name Kalki. He was a Tamil writer, journalist, poet, critic, and Indian independence activist. He penned down 120 short stories, 10 novelettes, 5 novels, 3 historical romances, editorial and political writings, and hundreds of film and music reviews. Let's start with the chapter The Tiger King by Kalki. The story begins with the narrator introducing the readers to the late Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, popularly known as the Tiger King. The Maharaja, we are told, met his end in an extraordinary manner. When the king was born, the chief astrologer predicted that he would grow up to become a hero and a mighty warrior, but that he would eventually die. To everybody's astonishment, the 10-day-old prince started to speak. He brushed aside the prediction. Everyone dies eventually, he remarked, and demanded to know how he would die. The chief astrologer told the prince that a tiger would become the cause of his death. The infant prince, however, was least affected by this. Once the prince turned 20, he became the Maharaja. Soon he became aware of the prediction made at his birth. The young king resolved to hunt a tiger to prove the prediction false. After killing his first tiger, he triumphantly sent for the astrologer. The astrologer declared that the Maharaja could kill 99 tigers but should beware the 100th tiger. From then, tiger hunting was prohibited in Pritabandapuram for everyone, but the Maharaja was fearless on his hunts and even killed a few tigers with his bare hands. However, he neglected all his kingly duties in his obsession to prove the astrologer wrong. So obsessed was he that he nearly lost his throne when he did not allow even a high-ranking British officer to hunt tigers. A gift worth 3 lakh rupees sent to the officer's wife to save his kingdom. In 10 years, the Maharaja killed 70 tigers. He could kill no more as he had wiped out the entire tiger population of his region. To continue his mission, he married a princess from a state that had a large tiger population. Every time he visited his father-in-law, he would shoot 5 to 6 tigers. As soon he killed 99 tigers. Now it became impossible to find out even a single tiger anywhere, and the Maharaja became gloomy and temperamental. News of a tiger near a hillside village turned out to be baseless. The angry Maharaja ordered his Diwan to double the taxes. The Diwan, fearing a mutiny and the prospect of losing his job, decided to do something. He had an elderly tiger that had been smuggled in from the Madras Zoo. He took it to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting and left it there. The Maharaja found the tiger and was overjoyed. He took aim and shot at his 100th innocent target. His joy knew no bounds at his win over destiny, and he ordered that the dead beast to be brought to the town for a procession. Once the Maharaja left, the hunters realized that the beast was not dead. The Maharaja had missed his mark and the animal had only fainted. One of the hunters then shot the tiger and it was paraded through the town as per the Maharaja's wishes. The Maharaja, now satisfied, started paying attention to his family. He hunted for a gift for his son's 3rd birthday and decided to buy a wooden tiger he saw in a toy shop, an ideal gift in his opinion. When the Maharaja and his son were playing with the wooden tiger, a tiny piece of the wood pierced the Maharaja's hand. The wound caused an infection that spread all over the Maharaja's arm. 3 surgeons operated on him, but in vain. Thus, the Tiger King was eventually dead by the 100th tiger, a mere wooden child's toy. Let's see what is the message of this story. This story is actually a satire on the willfulness of a man. He kills innocent animals just to satisfy his ego. The innocent animals live in the forests. They do not kill men, but man, in order to satisfy his ego, goes on killing these animals. The Tiger King took a vow to kill 100 tigers because of hunting the animals' population of animals decreases. If we rapidly do hunting, then the next generation will not be able to see animals. So, in my opinion, hunting must be banned. Thank you.